Hello there. It certainly has been a very gloomy start to the weekend. Lots of cloud out there today. If you did see the sunshine, you were very much the lucky ones. Through the next few days, little change in that setup. Still lots of cloud in the forecast. Mostly dry, yes, but with the general lack of sunshine, I think feeling quite chilly. So this is the setup. Through the next few days, we'll have high pressure out towards the east, low pressure out towards the west and down towards the south. But in between, not an awful lot going on for the time being. And that remains the case through this evening and tonight. So staying largely dry initially, a lot of cloud on the scene there, and that cloud thickening and lowering to give some mist and murk over the highest ground. And as the night wears on, potentially becoming thick enough to give a little patchy drizzle. That could even have a slight wintry element to it in places. And whilst it will be a chilly night, it should be largely frost-free. Temperatures for most of us not much lower than 3 or 4 degrees Celsius. So tomorrow morning, another gloomy, cloudy and in places damp start. As the day wears on, I think any drizzle will tend to peter out. With the clouds slowly lifting, we could see some brighter breaks developing. Again, much like today, very fleeting, pretty hard to come by. Having said that, winds still on the lighter side and temperatures perhaps fractionally higher than they have been today. If you're heading to the coast, these are the times of high water. Falmouth there coming in around 8:30 in the morning and again just before 9 in the evening. So a relatively quiet end to the weekend. Overnight into Monday, it looks like there's the chance of a few showery outbreaks drifting up on the southerly breeze there. But the emphasis, as I said, through the next few days on mostly dry, if rather cloudy conditions. Bye-bye. Hello there. It certainly has been a rather grey and gloomy day out there for many of us, and more of the same to come through the next few days. Plenty of cloud in the forecast, mostly dry, but with the lack of sunshine, I think generally quite a chilly feel to things. So this is the current setup. We've got high pressure sat out towards the east of us, low pressure out towards the west and down towards the south, and in between all of that, really not an awful lot going on. And that's certainly the case through this evening and tonight. Yes, a lot of cloud on the scene. It will be low enough to give some mist and murk over the highest ground, perhaps thick enough to give a little patchy drizzle, and that may even have a slightly wintry element to it. But on the whole, again, a good deal of dry weather, and whilst it will be a chilly night, I think for the most part it should be frost-free. So tomorrow morning, a chilly, gloomy start, still a little damp in places, the risk of something a little bit wintry over the highest ground. As the day wears on, I think generally becoming drier, the cloud even thinning in places, but I think any decent sunny spells very hard to come by, just a few glimmers of brightness during the second half of the day. And with that in mind and the general lack of sunshine, it will be another chilly one, temperatures for most of us peaking between just 3 and 5 degrees Celsius. Still a quiet end to the weekend and a fairly quiet start to the new week. Monday morning could bring a few showers up on the southerly breeze, but again not amounting to very much, and really it sets the tone for the coming days. A good deal of dry weather, some limited brightness to be had, in general a lot of cloud, a rather chilly feel, and it's not really until we start to get towards the end of the week there could be some signs of something a little more unsettled returning.